Hello friends. Hello friends. Now I'm going to start the chapter number 5, India's Heritage of Science and Technology. The discoveries and inventions in the field of the science and technology have brought countries of the world closer. In the present day, there are so many discoveries have taken place. But here we have to remember that science is developed to help the human. Science is developed to help the humans, and it connect more than one countries for the development of human beings. So there will be cooperation developed within the nations for aspect of the development. Lots of the countries in the world have developed on the base of peaceful cooperation, coexistence, and world peace. I repeat, on the base of cooperation, peaceful coexistence, and world peace. So, in it means without the peace, there is no existence of the world is possible. And development of the science is done only to help humans to solve their problems in scientific manner. Right? This is the basic object of science, to help the human in solving their problems. Now I want to start the fifth chapter, India's Heritage of Science and Technology. The first point is meaning of science. Generally, science means, this is the general meaning, not in terms of the physical science I am explaining in all. Science means systematic knowledge, and technology means use of acquired systematic knowledge in a practical manner. Use of acquired systematic knowledge in a practical manner. Right? Science means systematic knowledge, and technology means use of acquired systematic knowledge in practical manner. So remember one thing, science and technology both are required for us, because without acquiring the knowledge we cannot use it properly. So we need to understand, properly use, and first we need to understand basic knowledge of science. Both we need. Okay, now remember one thing, that science is connected with our lifestyle, and the acquiring knowledge is always important for development of humans. So in ancient period, India had done great efforts to make lots of the changes in lifestyle, tried to create lots of the facilities as much as possible as per the time. And in present day, we use the word scientist for those people. But in those days, there was no word of science, scientists. But instead of that, Acharya. Acharya means scholar, Vidwan, was the meaning of those people. They were considered as Sikhs, Rishi, Sadhu. As per the time change, the meaning of the Sikhs was different. But I don't want to discuss here. I want to discuss in terms of the science. Our great scholar rishis have contributed with their great inventions and discoveries as invaluable heritage of science to the world, specifically to India. They have made outstanding contribution. Their contribution cannot be valued by the any expected point, but it could be said as invaluable, outstanding contribution. Remember this word. In field of metallurgy, chemistry, science of medicine, surgery, mathematics, astronomy, astrology, Vastu Shastra, and physics. So here you have to remember that in which field our great Sikhs have contributed extraordinary. Then you have to write down these names. I again repeat the words: metallurgy, chemistry, science of medicine, surgery, mathematics, astronomy, astrology, Vastu Shastra, and physics. It is a great matter of proud for us that we have contributed in the field of science, because the world's mindset for the India is not relating to the science. That one we want to change, that we had done a great inventions that we need to show to the world. Our earlier generations have not done. That is the reason why our country is, even though a great country, but not seen to be great. Okay, today we have showed our capacity. That is the great thing. But in earlier period, our earlier generations have not done their effort. That is the reason why our efforts are not seen. Otherwise, we are the great one. Okay, in which other field we have contributed? I want to discuss again. Religion, literature, art, education, and philosophy. Means we have contributed in all fields. Means our culture is multi-diversity culture, multidisciplinary culture. So our contribution is extraordinary in field of science and technology. Modern age researchers in present day have proved that India has scientific attitude today, but our earlier ancient Sikhs have already proved that in those days also we had scientific approach along with religious outlook. So I use the word, our culture and civilization is considered to be multi-facing, multidisciplinary, multi-dimensional culture. In all sides we have showed our capacity to the world to contribute in development of human beings. That I want to say. This was the discussion that what the India had contributed in field of science and technology in ancient period. This paragraph is for 2 marks or 3 marks. It could be asked, right? Now I want to start the first topic here is metallurgy, means science of metal. I want to start with the topic with one example. In Delhi, near Qutub Minar, one pillar is seen. It is not of today, but more than 1000 years ago. It is iron pillar. It was made in time of Vikramaditya, the second Chandragupta, actually he was a ruler of the Gupta dynasty. He had contributed immensely, and that pillar is considered to be Vijaya Stambha of 24 feet height, 7-ton weight. 1 ton equal to 1000 kg, and 7 ton means you can consider 7000 kg weight. 24 feet height. It was iron pillar, so it is important. But what is the special feature? It is existed at there since more than 1000 years. But with that, we have to remember that it is non-corroded. That is the main word what I want to say. Non-corroded. Non-corroded means not from any side corrodation process has taken place, and it is not affecting to the complete iron pillar. So I refer it in metallurgy. Actually it is given in the chemistry, but it is a combination of chemistry and metallurgy both, because without any specific chemical it cannot exist. So it is presumed that it was covered with the leather and it was being put for long time in the nitrogen gas fire, and then it was placed at there. So it was converted into one kind of the steel, and as it is a steel, the corrosion is not possible. So here I want to say it is an example of metallurgy. Remember, what to prepare from the metal is always important, but with that we have to understand how the metal is helping us to show our culture. That is the example. So I am referring it, even though it is given in your syllabus in the field of chemistry, but I am referring it to the metallurgy also. Okay, now some symbolic examples are given. Statues of Lord Buddha of Kushan dynasties regime are found in Takshashila, in South India, in Chola period. Some metallic idols have been made, and one of it, statue of Nataraja, god of dances, Indian classical dances, god of Indian classical dances, is considered a masterpiece in sculpture. Statue of Nataraja of the Chola dynasty is considered as masterpiece of sculpture in all over the world. It is of 4th century. Remember, this is not a nearby period. Today it is preserved in Museum of Chennai. So it is place where the world could see it. The another statue is found of Lord Rama in the archer pose. It is also giving us example of our statues. Great example. It is also preserved in the museum. With that, it could be said that our statues of gods and goddesses were made in artistic way. Birds, animals also been carved in the shape of small idols. In Gujarat, the betel nut cutter is used. Betel nut is used to eat in the tambul leaf. It is called as a pan. In that pan we use betel nut, right? So it is a part of our additional food after the eating. But here the betel nut is part of food, but it's cutting instrument. It is called betel nut cutter. It is carved with the best minute carving and artistic carvings on it. In Gujarat, Mandvi and Bhuj, means the Kutch region, is the place where the betel nut cutters are made very well. And these things are having place in our ancient history as important place, right? So it is showing the value of our culture and art. Okay, now I want to start to discuss here. The next point is of chemistry, means alchemical lore. The word used for chemistry is alchemical lore. World tried to show that chemical or the chemistry is the art, is the science which the Western world has given to the world. But reality is our sex are also associated with its development. Acharya Nagarjuna has contributed tremendously in field of chemistry. He was a Buddhist saint. Also he was a chemistry scholar. He was working as the Acharya, the teacher, the scholar in the Nalanda University. He had written some books on chemistry, and chemistry is used for the health of the human. Two books are there, Ras Ratnakar and Arogya Manjari. He had written Ras Ratnakar and Arogya Manjari. Acharya Nagarjuna had advocated for the use of allopathy along with herbal medicines. Herbal medicines means Ayurveda, we can say. It was initiated by them. Means today which medicines we are using in the allopathy, routine our doctors are giving to us, it is allopathic medicine. He contributed in those days to made the medicines from it. It is believed that, I repeatedly use the word, it is believed that mercury ash to use as the medicine was initiated by him. Madam Curie, we refer her name with the use of mercury. Generally, if we use mercury in our body, it will stop the blood circulation, create the problem, and it cause the death. But when at the specific temperature, if we convert mercury in the ash, then the ash is useful for the health of the human. That is our extraordinary invention. Okay, the other point I want to say, in his time, Nalanda University had developed their chemistry lab. It is considered to be school of chemistry, and their chemistry lab was set furnace of chemistry for study and research. Rasa, Uparasa, 10 type of rasa means basic elements, Uparasa means byproduct of the basic elements, and 10 type of the poisons were developed and established to use. Also different type of salt and ash of minerals are seen to be used in field of chemistry. It means, here I want to say only one thing, that our development in the field of chemistry is extraordinary. You can realize by this explanation what I have given here, right? We had started to use ash of the iron, right? We had started to use minerals in the body as like the mica. Mica is in used in the our language Sanskrit and Hindi and the Gujarati as abrak. Its ash will be used. Ash of the gold, ash of the diamond. Everything is used in the conversion of ash. Then it will be used to add in our body with the honey. Honey is the natural sugar, natural sweetener. It cannot affect to our body. But these changes, these developments were done by our sakes. That I want to say with the pride. Okay. Another example is copper statue of Buddha is discovered from Sultanganj in Bhagalpur district in state of Bihar. It is a statue of 7.5 feet and its weight was 1 ton. So now you understand, our every idols are minimum of ton and tons. Means we were using lots of metal in making any idols. So our idols were becoming very longevity having idols. That I want to say. The statue of Buddha, another one I am talking, at the Nalanda is found with 18 feet height. So these examples are showing that our art and culture is also highly developed with the field of science also, right? So we must take proud for development of our science. That I want to say. Okay. Some talking you have to understand that we have contributed immensely in field of medical science and surgery also. Now the third question, actually today's fourth question. The first I discussed about explain what we have contributed in field of science and technology in ancient period. That was the first question. Second, I discussed with you about metallurgy. Then I completed the topic just before about chemistry. Now I am going to start about medicine, science of medicine, means medical science and surgery. So remember, India's 4 pioneers name who have contributed in development of science of medicine and surgery. They were spoken with the title of Maharshi. Remember the word Maharshi, Maharishi, great sage. That is the concept. Maharshi Charak, Maharshi Sushrut, Maharshi Vagbhatta. These 3 people here. And also we have to remember that name of Shalihotra, Chakrapani Dutt. There are so many people, but out of them I have given here 3 or 5 names. These all people have given us contribution with the books in field of medical science and surgery. Let us first discuss about Maharshi Charak. He has written book on Charak Samhita, his book. In this chapter, you have to make a list of books. Earlier, I have given name of Acharya Nagarjuna. He has given two books, Ras Ratnakar and Arogya Manjari. Keep in your mind. Now, the third person I have given the name of the book, Charak Samhita, written by Maharshi Charak. It is mentioning use of 2000 medicinal herbs, means the vegetation plant used for the medical. The second person is Maharshi Sushrut. He had given the contribution by his book Sushrut Samhita. Actually, here you remember that Samhita means compilation of knowledge. He had mentioned use of 123 minute instruments. I repeat, 123 minute instruments, at least 123. 123 number is not indicated in your book, I think so, but you remember 123 at least instruments. These are minute instruments for the purpose of surgery. Means in those days we were knowing the science of the surgery of the body, for which in the present day the Western world is taking proud. The instruments were very sharp, which can split one vertical hair. I repeat, vertical hair in two parts. If you cut in the horizontal way, it is normal because the hair is lengthy. But I am saying the word vertical division of the one thin hair, means how much minute or micro instrument it could be which can divide one hair in vertical shape in two division. That is the surprise in present day also. The instrument is described in his book Sushrut Samhita. Thereafter, I want to add one another point. Vagbhatta had also written book as Vagbhat Samhita, and his another work is Ashtanga Hridaya. See, Vagbhat Samhita is about medical science, and Ashtanga Hridaya is a book about diagnosis of disease. So, the use of herbal medicine is given us by Charak. Use of medicines is given us in the other way by Vagbhatta, and diagnosis is done by him, and the doing operations in the Sanskrit word Shalya Chikitsa. Shalya means operation or the surgery, is described by Maharshi Sushrut. So our three basic books of Sanskrit language in field of medical science and surgery are Charak Samhita, Sushrut Samhita and Vagbhat Samhita, is required to understand by every doctor in present day. So after the 12th standard in our Gujarat, when any student wants to start his study with MBBS, he has to take the knowledge in Sanskrit language also, because our so many books are even preserved in Sanskrit language about medical science and surgery. Our Hindu herbal science is very much important as the huge collection of minerals and medicines taken from plants and animals. That is the main thing what I want to say. This is giving us detailed and compiled process about making of medicines. It is the complicated process to make the medicine from herbals, vegetation. Making medicines, their classification, their usages. Means our Indian herbal science has given information of how to make the medicines from the herbal plants and how to classify it, for which purpose it could be used. It is being described, and its way of usages is also being given here. They could even stop blood circulation with ball shaped bandage during the surgery. See, today we are using additional blood in the time of operation, but they were knowing the way to tie the bandage in which way the blood circulation stopped and immediately the operation could become possible without any sense, could reach to the brain of any person. They could skillfully operate. See, now carefully listen and thereafter read it. They were doing skillful operation of abdomen, kidney, cataract, hernia, stone, piles, and bladder. I repeat, they were doing skillful operation of abdomen, kidney, cataract, hernia, stone, piles, and bladder. Also, they were able to connect broken bones and displaced bones on its place and extract thing when in the war there was the bows and arrows used or the swords were used. So anything can be entered the body. It can be extracted very skillfully. It was knowledge which they were knowing. Recognize, they were able to recognize symptoms of the disease and they were able to diagnose the disease. Even today's cancer is also described in earlier Sanskrit book as the Karka Roga. Karka Roga. It is described. But we had forgotten our knowledge of medical science, what we have done. We have forgotten it. That's the problem. Okay, now they were also knowing the discussion, they were also knowing the plastic surgery. Plastic surgery is generally been spoken as the Western world's invention to give the shape to a person. But in those days, our sages were able to do. That is given here. Joining the departed nose, departed ears. They showed keen interest in teaching students the method of surgery with the use of actual dead body or the wax statues. Means the knowledge of science of surgery was also given to the further students who were coming to them to know the knowledge of the surgery. In those days, our so many Sikhs were considered as gynecologists, means they were diagnosis the problem, physical problem of the ladies. Such doctors in present day considered as gynecologist. And the pediatrician. Pediatrician means a doctor who could diagnose the problems of the child, medical problems of the child. He is considered a pediatrician. Our great Sikhs were also doing such kind of the scientific activities. Okay. Our veterinary science means science or medical science for the animals. It is very much difficult. See, to the human to diagnose is easy because the response will come by the words. Verbal communication is possible between doctor and the patient as the human. But for the animal, even today the veterinary doctors are found very few. So they are charging a lot, even for single injections to the dogs and cats, pet dogs and cats. But in those days, our Sikhs were doing these activities. Some Sikhs had written some book, as like Shalihotra had written about Ashwa Shastra. Shalihotra, the name of the Rishi, had written Ashwa Shastra, Science of Horse. And another book, its author is not written here. The another book was written about elephant. It is called Hasti Ayurveda, means medical science relating to the elephant. Is very well known, right? So another book which I want to describe, add with this, Chikitsa Sangra. Chikitsa Sangra means the diagnosis book of Chakrapani Datta and Prajanan Shastra, knowledge of delivery to of the kid, is written by Brahma Bhavya Panchala. Prajanan Shastra was written by Brahma Bhavya Panchala, right? So you can understand how skillfully our Sikhs were able to do the diagnosis, do the medical activities for the development of our medical science and surgery in those days. Right, my friends? So here I am concluding my lecture today. Here I have completed the discussion of science of medicine and surgery. Okay, friends?